Good morning, everybody. KSBY meteorologist Dave Hovde will get you an update on the rain situation from yesterday through what we think is going to be a diminishing system, but still around for the weekend. So a lot to talk about here. Just going to give it a few seconds. Again, good morning, everybody. Good morning, those of you who are hopping in for this Facebook update on the weather here on a Saturday morning. Okay, have a good group in already. I'll come back after a little while and I'll check for questions, but let's get started. You're looking at Avila Beach. That's live 805 webcams there, but let's jump in and talk a little bit about our storm system. Okay, it has been definitely a very active 24 hours here. And our storm system, if you look off the coast, just off to the left on your screen from Fresno, you can see the spinning upper low, which is just off the coast today. That's continuing to push from the north to the south, so we will see activity pushed into the central coast over the course of the afternoon. So there you can see the aerial flood watch we still have. So this is not an advisory, so flooding is not happening at the moment, but it could still happen through Sunday at 6. And all the other advisories that we've had, including there was a flood warning last night for parts of Santa Barbara County, those have all been allowed to expire. But that doesn't mean it's not active out there. We do have a few showers out south of Lompoc and just out by the Gaviota Tunnel area, and a few showers crossing the 101, I would say near the Los Olivos area, maybe a few showers by Cachuma and Santa Ynez at the moment. Also a little bit of activity up along the north coast. But again, right now, this system is waiting for some destabilization to happen this afternoon along with the heating of the day. So once we start heating up the atmosphere, it will get more unstable as we get into the afternoon and evening. So right now, I'd say you'd probably call this activity more isolated than anything, but it'll become more scattered as we get into the afternoon. We'll get more rainfall today. So there's where that low is, and you can see how it just kind of treks into the central coast between now and Sunday morning, pushing to the south. And then it's pretty much done as we get into Sunday and Monday. But the south coast probably still has some opportunities here for decent rainfall and the kind of rainfall we need to think about. So again, the modeling's off to a good start. You can see the sort of isolated nature of the activity across the central coast. But you can see more activity develops and rolls into the area in the afternoon as it rolls over into Saturday evening. Some of these showers will be moderate to heavy in terms of the rainfall rates, and thunderstorms still cannot be ruled out with the system. You can see how the activity continues to roll around the low as it drops to the south. This is Sunday morning, 2 a.m. So for in San Luis Obispo County for Easter Sunday, it does not look particularly wet. But in Santa Barbara County, you see that activity rolling through Santa Barbara. This Sunday afternoon, you see a few showers get going even in San Luis Obispo County. So Sunday will not be a particularly wet day, but can it rain? Yes, the answer is it can. And there you can see the activity into Monday as well. So it's not just icons that are important in forecasts. It's actually all the details. It all matters. Now, our original forecast was for 1/2 inch to 2.5 inches of rain. I'll show you how much rain has already fallen. In terms of new additional amounts of rain, it won't be particularly heavy except for the south coast. So for San Luis Obispo County, light amounts to 1/2. For Santa Barbara County's western portion, about 1/2 inch. But if you look at the southern and eastern portion, it's 1 inch to 1.5 inches with 2 to 4 up at some of the higher elevations in the hills. Additionally, we still have the winter storm warning in place for the mountains of Santa Barbara County. So total accumulations down to about 4,500 to 5,000 feet, 2 to 6 inches. But at the highest elevations, there still could be feet of snow. And the waves are up 8 to 12 feet, local sets to 15 feet. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how much rainfall we got. I'll drag my tab over here. It might be hard for you to see, so if you just listen in, I'll take you through some of the rainfall. So Paso Robles downtown, 1.32 inches. Rocky Butte, nearly 4. San Simeon, 1.3 inches. Cambria, 1.66 inches. Moving into the Morro Bay area, you'll see there's no actual site in Morro Bay proper. That's just here. You can find totals elsewhere. They're usually pretty close to what the Los Osos numbers are. And there's 1.76 inches there. Just going down into San Luis Obispo, Camp San Luis, 2.1 1.7 inches. Cal Poly has 1.62 inches of rain. The Shell Beach area, 1.35. The Oceano Pismo area, about an inch. AG, 1.37 inches. Going into Santa Maria. Santa Maria out by the airport here, 0.73 inches of rain. Guadalupe, 1.27. Space Force Base, you're looking at roughly 3/4 of an inch of rain there. And into Lompoc, we had 1.74 inches. So started kind of slow there, but really got going. Santa Ynez Valley, Buellton, Solvang. Well, Buellton 0.8, but Solvang 1.6. Santa Ynez 1.24. Cachuma 2 inches. Moving through the south coast into Isla Vista, 0.67. Into Santa Barbara downtown, 2 inches of rain. Up in the hills, you have anywhere from 2 to almost 4 inches of rain. That's a good dousing there. 3 inches of rain out here at Gibraltar Dam. So very good production from the storm system in terms of rainfall. But we'll take one little step back here for folks who kind of jumped on late. So let me get back to operating the weather computer here. And we still have an aerial flood watch in place. The storm system is currently spinning off of the coast. Let me get this started again. You can see it spinning off the coast. That main band of rain that we saw yesterday has moved into LA, Orange County, San Diego County. Additionally, this system can still provide us another ½ inch of rain for much of the area. However, Santa Barbara County, we are in it for the south coast here. Could see another inch, maybe 2 inches, with more up in the hills. We still have the winter storm warning in place. We still have a surf advisory in place. And this, again, is what it will look like today into Sunday. Some scattered activity now will become more robust this afternoon as we heat up the atmosphere a little bit. It's more showers and isolated thunderstorms into the evening and early overnight hours. But the system is dropping north to south, and we'll see less rain across Santa Luis Obispo County than Santa Barbara County. And so on Easter Sunday, it's still going to be, I'd say, isolated to scattered activity out there. But most of it will be in the hills. Some of it will roll into Santa Barbara, and we can't rule it out elsewhere. But it's not going to be the kind of washout that Friday into Saturday was. Okay, I'm going to jump back in, see what the questions are, and while I do that, let me put the computer back into radar mode so you can just see what's going on there. Let's go back into questions. Make it stop. Yeah, I get you. A lot of people have been saying they pretty much had it with the rain. Cloudy in Nipomo. Yeah, again, right now, a big gap here, and the gap will start filling in later. Good 1 inch last night. Sue Anderson, Santa Maria by the riverbed. Sue's been fantastic letting me know what's going on down there. Really appreciate it. Nora Looney, 1.5 inches in Grover Beach. Thank you. How much in AG? I think I did mention that. Christy, thank you. Tornado warning last night. Quite frankly, I was up as long as I could be. I did not get one, so I'm not aware of it at the moment. It wouldn't be surprising because we did have water spouts, and that activity was starting on the water and moving into land, so I would not be surprised if we got a tornado warning. In fact, I just got up and started here on Facebook, so I'll have to look into that. Okay, folks, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate that. Eduardo Wijon Jr. is in the station later today with the rest of your forecast, and you'll find I'll update a few details over at ksby.com. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you. Thanks.